In life, we often find ourselves caught up in the noise, the endless chatter, the pressure to prove ourselves, the need to be heard. But what if I told you that silence could be your greatest tool? That if you learn to embrace quiet, you could unlock more than you ever imagined? Today, let's talk about how being silent can help you get everything you want in life. We live in a world that rewards loudness. Everyone is trying to be seen and heard. Social media, the news, our workplaces, they all thrive on constant noise. But somewhere, amidst all that chaos, we forget the power of silence. Silence doesn't mean weakness or absence. It's actually one of the most powerful forces in life. It gives you clarity, focus, and most importantly, control. First, think about silence as a form of self-discipline. When you stop talking all the time, when you choose to listen more than you speak, you start gaining control over your thoughts and actions. It's easy to get swept up in the distractions and opinions of others, but silence allows you to step back and make decisions based on your own values and intuition. The less you speak, the more you hear. The more you hear, the better you can understand the world around you. And understanding the world is key. You'll find that people open up more when you listen to them. In conversations, when you're not the one constantly talking, you create space for others to share their true thoughts. And when you understand people's desires, fears, and needs, you hold the key to unlocking deeper relationships, opportunities, and even personal growth. You'll realize that most people just need someone who listens. In silence, you show respect, and in return, you receive respect. But let's go deeper. Silence isn't just about holding your tongue in a conversation. It's about the stillness within yourself. It's about creating inner peace. Too often, we're caught up in external noise, worrying about what people think, stressing about what's next, rushing to achieve more. We forget to pause, breathe, and reflect on where we are in life. When we quiet the mind, we can see things more clearly. We start understanding what we truly want, and we can begin moving toward those goals without the distractions that cloud our judgment. Imagine this for a moment. You wake up early in the morning, and instead of rushing into the day with a mind full of worries, you sit in silence. No phone, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. This moment of stillness helps you align your day with intention. You can set your goals, envision your success, and go into the world with calm focus. In a world that's constantly pulling you in different directions, silence gives you direction. And let's talk about how silence can help you overcome challenges. Life is filled with obstacles, and the natural response is often to react. We get angry, frustrated, or anxious, but silence gives you the power to respond instead of reacting. When faced with a challenge, take a moment to pause, take a breath, and reflect on the situation. When you choose silence over reaction, you give yourself space to think more clearly, to make better decisions, and to approach problems from a place of strength rather than fear. In business, in relationships, and even in personal growth, silence can set you apart. Think of some of the most influential figures in history, the ones who made the biggest impact. They weren't always the loudest voices in the room. They were often the ones who listened, who observed, who took their time to think before they acted. They knew that in silence, they would find the wisdom they needed to lead, to innovate, and to inspire. Silence isn't passive. It's a form of strength, of intentionality. It's about being deliberate with your words, your actions, and your energy. Here's the thing about silence. It doesn't just help you navigate the external world. It also empowers you to grow internally. When you are silent, you create space for your inner voice to speak louder. You stop drowning it out with the noise of others. You begin to hear your intuition, your true desires, and your purpose. The more you practice silence, the more in tune you become with who you are. And that self-awareness, It's your compass in life. It helps you make decisions that are aligned with your true path, not what others expect of you. Let's talk about patience for a moment. In our fast-paced society, we're constantly told to go, go, go. But in the quiet moments, we learn the art of waiting. Patience is often misunderstood. It's not about doing nothing. It's about trusting the process. When you embrace silence, you learn to wait for the right time to act. You don't rush. You understand that everything in life happens in its own time. Patience, guided by silence, leads to the kind of success that lasts because it's built on solid ground. Think about the power of quiet confidence. In many situations, the person who speaks the least often commands the most respect. This is not because they are weak or shy, but because they have mastered the art of silence. They don't feel the need to constantly prove themselves because they know their worth. They act when it's necessary, speak when it's impactful, and listen when it matters. The quiet ones often see the bigger picture, and they build trust, relationships, and success in ways that others might not. Now, let's consider how silence can heal. Life brings all kinds of challenges: loss, heartache, failure, stress. But silence is often the remedy. When you're hurt, when you're grieving, when you're exhausted, the world can feel overwhelming. But silence allows you to process, to heal. It gives you the space to reflect, to come to terms with your emotions, and to rebuild yourself stronger than before. You don't always need words to heal. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is simply sit in silence and let your heart, mind, and soul restore themselves. Finally, let's return to the idea that silence is not the absence of action. It's the presence of power. In moments of silence, you can find your true purpose. You can hear the quiet whispers of your potential. You can connect with the world in ways that loud words never could. By embracing silence, you give yourself the gift of clarity, wisdom, and strength. You create the space for your dreams to grow, for opportunities to come, and for success to unfold. So, the next time you feel the urge to speak, to prove yourself, or to fill the silence, remember this: in the stillness, there is power. In the quiet moments, you will find everything you need to succeed. Be silent and watch the world around you transform.